Alright guys, what's going on out there? Smacktalkers back for our live draft. We just finished this. Shit's getting exciting. People get mad already. Here we go to the live screen where I've got... Woo! Let's get this thing working right here. We got some faces in the house. We got a new face over here, Mr. Mike rolling here. Got my man Camden Smith, and I am Rick Courtney. We back for another day in the life of the neighborhood, and with that, we just had the draft. So, Cam, I'll go ahead and turn it to you because I know you full of friggin' energy.
Dude, this ring is kind of
yeah.
heavy.
Look at that.
There's
See,
a lot
watch
of hand.
Y'all go ahead and talk. I gotta get something I forgot.
I'm just gonna take this ring down real quick and put it off. It's just a little heavy, so
Woo!
I'd rather have this in my hand. But yeah, draft crazy. Pat Mahomes, first overall. Shot like what? What is
Well,
this?
hey, on behalf, hold on, on behalf of my friend Joe out of Pennsylvania,
Joe,
everybody,
we love Joe.
Yeah, if you haven't done a draft yet, things always happen when it happens. Even on your phone, your iPad, or something, and he couldn't figure out where to draft. But well, he had put Mahomes in his cube, not as his one, but just in his cube.
It was just a cube mistake.
It was, but it was a good one because imagine if you had like Brock Purdy there, right?
He definitely went in the QB position.
I thought he was taking Brock Purdy.
I don't know if he's winning it, but anyway, go ahead. Mike, why'd you take McCaffrey too?
Dude, I felt blessed to take McCaffrey at 2.
Yeah.
You thought he was going to be the one?
If I was number 1, I probably took him the same. Honestly, who feels more blessed than me is probably Marvin taking Jefferson at 3rd.
That really puts everything back.
Yeah, it changed it all of it.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce fell to me at the 9th pick. I mean, I thought he was going farther. Bijan Robinson, Charles Blanks. So it's all the first picks. Everything kind of got set back with the Mahomes pick. But
We started feeling the board in, but then we got a little bit tired with that.
Joe, you switched it up on us, man.
Yeah.
You threw the heat at us. It was good.
So
You had us all messed up.
And when you look at there, Bijan Robinson, that's where you should fall. Kelsey came, and then Barkley to finish up with the 10th pick overall. That's solid.
And Brad, I bet you was like, what? I'm getting Barkley in the 10th? Again, I think all the way across the board, nobody's unhappy with what they got. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Everybody's team is stacked.
I don't see any weakness as long as all of them stay healthy. That's
So
all.
far now, we're only put up the 5th round.
Yeah.
So far.
So now we go to round 2, and Joe kicks it off, and that's a good round 2 pick. I mean, you can't go wrong with Devontae Adams.
Started over here.
Well, yeah, we go back down to uppercase. Because we're doing what's called a snake draft. You go up, you come back down. So, Barkley, Brad took Barkley, and then he followed it out with a great wide receiver in Diggs. I'm not a big Diggs fan this year.
And when you're looking at that draft, they both had the bye week 13. So that's your 2 starters, bye week 13.
Well, what about you? Then you followed that up with taking CD Lamb. What?
Yeah, I think he's PPR, full PPR. He's getting over 100 catches, over 1,000 yards for sure. Yeah. Lamb's double digit touchdowns. I need it. Second
You're
overall.
right. In previous podcasts, you talked about how you like going running backs first. What made you switch that up?
They were all gone. Saquon Barkley was there. I was thinking about taking him, but then it was Travis Kelce. After that, I was like, well, dang, I'm stuck with Tony Pollard. Was Nick Chubb was there, but for PPR, he's not a pass catching back. So it switched everything up for me. I almost took Derrick Henry. He's still going to get 1,500 yards, and he got 300 or so yards receiving. So 1,800 yards, PPR monster. I mean, he's still a PPR monster just for his rushing capability.
So you still think Dallas will be a passing team instead of going with Pollard being a running team?
Oh, Pollard's taking the show. Yeah. I mean, what he did last year, whenever they took Zeke out of the game, everyone's already said it. That's what they should have went with Pollard a long time ago. So
Let's see where
They got it. They got, dude. CD's getting 100 plus catches. Yeah. No.
Rick, how you feel about taking Eckler all the way in? What position was that? What's it? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you know,
Did you think you were going to get Eckler?
I didn't think I was going to get Eckler, but I was more excited that I turned right around, and people don't realize the connection that Hurts has with A.J. Brown. And so I knew A.J. Brown. To me, I was like, I'm keeping my mouth shut because I think he could be one of the top 5 this year. That's what I'm thinking.
Top 3.
But yeah, he could be that. So, dude, I was happy with that. When we turned it around, you went Diggs, Lamb. Charles, you got to be excited about getting Chubb because that's a great pick. And got Henry. You're talking about last year. Both of them, I think, went in the top 10 for sure. And that's why.
Literally, both of them were coming my way. Yeah. How do you went with running back? If you have Chubb and Derrick Henry, that's first 2 picks. That's great.
I think that's a great lineup. Yeah.
So, I believe Rick said in the previous podcast too. He likes to go running back.
I normally do, but you know what? I switched it all up. I ain't won a year yet, so why not?
Every time, like literally, I was going running back, or running back wide receiver, and had to switch it up. I got freaking Travis Kelce as a receiver, but in the tight end position. Like I wasn't taking any mock draft I've done. Travis Kelce hasn't been there by the 9th.
But that's what you did. You went running back.
I feel like I got the 2 best in the game. Maybe not with PPR, but
we didn't finish it out. But then you come back and St. Brown is a great receiver.
Jacobs got 50 catches last year. He's up there with Eckler.
Any mock draft I did, I thought I'd be lucky to get St. Brown in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd be able to get him in the 3rd round. And I mean, I did go back to back, but not back to back, but almost. You know, I was 2nd, so I had the dude Joe went back to back. So
it was an incredible draft. I mean, that was wow. I mean, once you get down to the 6th, 7th round, it was jumping. I mean, you don't know who's going off the board. Players falling to you. Yeah. I mean, you just had it really.
So, who do y'all think went a little too early so far in the 5th round on that board so far?
I don't think it was the 1st overall pick.
Why not? I mean, honestly, again, that whole top line, dude. Anybody, like I said, nobody feels bad about who they got. You know, so how do you know? Till the end of the when the shit talks is when the money talks, you know.
Well, this is the shit talker, so in your belief.
It's the Smacktalkers.
Smacktalkers.
Joe Mixon went a little early, and I think Marvin could have gotten in the game.
Give me 3 guys.
But taking Olave there, I mean, I think Mixon should have felt here. You could have got anyone else.
I don't know. I would probably say,
if
I'm looking at our top 3 picks, who would I throw out and say they went too early?
In all these 5 rounds, you got 3
And
guys.
I would say right away who that's Garrett Wilson. Not Garrett. Yeah, that's Garrett Wilson. So he's good. Man, I would just say Devontae Smith, Joe, maybe in round 3. Come back Jamil Gibbs that same round. He's a rookie. You don't know what he's going to do yet.
You got Montgomery there too.
And maybe even Metcalf's a great receiver, so I don't know. Jones, who took Jones? What Jones is that? Is that Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
Is that running back Aaron Jones?
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with that. And so again, no, they're all good.
So look at these 2 picks right here. Would you rather have Joe Mixon or Tony Pollard?
On any given Sunday, and that's what given Sunday is.
Would you rather have Josh Jacobs or Joe Mixon?
If I had to give you my 3 that went too early,
I'm gonna take Mixon.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you right now. I think Gibbs went too early. I think McLaurin went too early, and that's coming from a Skins fan now. And I also think Aaron Jones went way too early. He's old.
But when you're talking about Jacobs,
He's
let's
old.
go back to Jacobs. Let's not leave him for a second, because the thing about some people is when you go to Jacobs just signed a 1-year contract. He ain't friggin' healthy. I mean, he ain't friggin' happy. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't happy,
none of them are.
Yeah, ain't that right? We bust our ass and they all making millions and ain't happy.
Yeah,
and we
see
sit here
what
and
you're
get to talk about
back here in this range. but I see Debo Samuel more in the 4th round with a snake.
Hawkinson went all the way down to number 5. Ant-Man, that's a good pick, baby. You got a good pick right there.
Yeah, I still.
I'm not so sure about your Lamar Jackson at number 4, though. You say Lamar Jackson's a 4th rounder?
Drew, I know I hated on you for Nick Lauren, man, but one thing you did good is you don't have one person the same. That's
Lamar Jackson, round 4.
Yeah. Drew's the only person.
If you're taking a quarterback, that means.
Count our quarterbacks, okay? Joe, again, by chance, got Mahomes. Slide down the rail, you don't see any more quarterbacks. Who was the second quarterback? Allen in round 3. Boom, right
They
there.
all went about where they.
And then Allen went, and then come on across, Hurts went to Charles.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to drop on down, come back. That's when Jackson went.
Yeah, Hurts went first.
Well,
no, you're right.
No, when you go to the top 3, Mahomes, Allen, Hurts. After that, it's free game for Jackson, Burrows, Fields. They all go in that area. Now, should he have took someone else? It's what he drafted.
The best quarterback is not even on the board yet. I think that's Herbert.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert. To say he's not going to do 50 touchdowns this year, why not? He's capable of doing it. So, but Burrow, Fields, there's the next tier.
Brad, you're high up on my man London out in Atlanta,
and that was it.
And I'm not even sure still who's their quarterback.
It's the
Taylor Heineke.
No, not Taylor Heineke.
What you say?
My man, rest in peace, Taylor Heineke. Man, I wish he'd come back to the stage.
What's that guy's name?
Ritter.
Yeah, Ritter.
Alvin Ritter or something.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't think we should skip out on Drew, man. He's been doing some good picking. We don't have one person that's got the same bye week.
That was something we picked up on, Drew. Good job on Noah.
Since I got a ring, let's see the person who won last year. Where's Green?
Cam, you want to give a close up on that ring again?
Oh, this ring?
It's almost big as your belly.
Yeah.
Ooh, so right there.
Yeah, big as my pocket too.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about. Brother making money.
Where's Green? Who's that? My ring is too heavy.
Well, hey guys.
Right.
Well, let's switch it up again because and I'm thinking that, and I'm hoping anyway.
Let's add a couple more rounds on the board.
That they can see
Which
the
one's
TV.
Gang Green?
Gang Green is Mr. Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. Okay, Marvin. Jefferson, Mixon, Olave, Cooper, Fields. Solid.
Yes, sir. There's 5 solid teams right there.
Yeah. What?
But none of them like the number 6 place.
Yeah. Olave and Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb,
Eckler and Harris alone are going to be 1-2 running backs week 1.
Almost went with a 0 RB strategy.
Marvin, I hope I'm playing you week 13, brother. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So here we go. Look, me and Joe up against each other. Let's see what it looks like here. Let's see what the break. Let's see
Whoa. Breakdown.
Week 1 matchups in the books coming up. Mr. Joe Joyner against Mr. Rick Courtney. Look at that matchup right there. Boy! See, Mahomes is a killer. Look, he's beat me by 12 points just in Mahomes alone. Mahomes got the fucking board. But you can't win with Mahomes alone. Cam, are you looking at this list? You're going to look at your phone.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone.
So if I'm gonna show, oh man, what did I just do? I'm gonna show this way.
Go back. Yeah. You might have you in the quarterback now, but look at y'all's running backs.
I know, right?
Look at that running back.
They got the draft grades on there, Rick. You got an A. Joe got an A. Steve-O, A+. Bradley, B. Andrew, C+.
Where'd you find that?
Where you at?
Where am I at?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to say that, huh?
No, I'm going down the line. I'm going down the line.
Go to the grade on TV so everybody can see it.
Ant-Man, D-.
So where's that at? Where's that at? Oh, we got
Steve-O, yeah, I already said Steve-O. I got a D. I got a D. I got a big D.
Oh my God.
Steve-O, C, or Andrew, C+.
Draft
Gang Green,
grades.
C+.
Draft grades. Go to
Mike, you got a C+.
Okay.
Blanks, D-.
Draft grades, right?
But Rick, you got an A. I think Steve had an A+, winning the league. Yeah, Steve had an A+, but yeah. So
Beach Billy rides the wave of fantasy domination. How do you? Woo! I just want to first thank my Lord above. Oh my God!
I got a D and I'm still winning this shit.
Well, because it's me that I'm logged in, you got to just look. There are a few players ever compared to Eckler. You know, I'm gonna get on out of this, not to blow my own stuff up because. But let's go see what the grades look like. That's the main thing. Let's show everybody's grades.
Oh, he's just happy because he got an A+.
Oh, this was ChatGPT, Jordan. This AI does all this now, guys. Welcome to the new era of AI. If you don't know what AI is, artificial intelligence.
It's probably because I took Chuba Hubbard with my last pick, so that's why I got a bad
Oh, you
grade.
know what? Maybe let's go to here. League.
I don't see, and it says my best pick, Dak Prescott as a quarterback. How's that my best pick? Like,
Oh, hell, look at the projected standings. Woo, baby, I like that right
I
there.
guess I'm coming in last.
All right, guys, you know there's a lot of things you can say, but when AI predicts it, it's probably going to happen. And look at that shit right there. Hey, you boy out of Pennsylvania, I'm whooping that ass too.
Hey, but projected, look how close we got. Those are from 5th to 1st is only 2 games.
I know, but look, who
It's
got
only-
here? Who got here?
Hey, down here
Mr.
is the ring.
Statman, Mr. Statman.
Are you king of the ring?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't think so. I don't
It's
think
because
it's
you got
happening.
Miles Sanders on your team.
I don't have strong running backs, but hey,
You're
Miles
completely
Sanders,
out. You gotta
Alexander
come in
Madison.
Come
You
in
think Miles
little-
Sanders, Alexander
Miles
Madison only
Sanders.
put up 12 points a game in a full PPR? I don't think so.
Man, I hope
I don't think
so.
so.
I mean, damn, I'm still
That was
rooting
one
for
of
the
the best.
Panthers.
That was one of the
And
best
what if he
offensive
does?
line
What
in
if
the
the
game.
line comes together, bro, and gets him the holes? Then he can run, dude. Sanders ain't no slack. Don't
He
keep knocking my man.
couldn't do nothing with the best offensive line in the game. He's not going to do anything there.
Dude,
Miles Sanders, man.
What?
He's done.
He was
He's
the.
done.
They had a running back
Shoot,
committee.
Hubby's
What
going
do
to
you
get you the
mean?
points, man.
Miles Sanders had 13 touchdowns last season. Yeah, he was the number 6 or number 7 running back. Yeah, in a running back committee with Jalen Hurts.
hey. You know what? And this is the great thing about
A team that's putting up over
draft.
2,000 yards
I
rushing.
don't believe in him, man.
Yeah, nah.
Great thing about draft. Great thing
The
about
Panthers are going to
AI
sign a 4-year deal for Miles Sanders and him not
is
being
because
Yeah.
is because just because you win one category doesn't mean you win all the categories. Would you agree? You could be have the best in this category, but not the best in this
Oh,
category.
definitely.
So they broke this shit down even more. So they got me winning the league, possibly best record, but not the best power rankings. Look at the power rankings are totally different. Although you're still running down there at the bottom, homie. You just, I think I told you it's not your year. You know, you
I don't know. I guess
That ring's
ring
weighing you down, man.
that ring is weighing it
I
down.
ain't done it before,
Weighing
but
you
you
down,
know, projections don't mean jack.
Oh
So
man,
That is true.
yeah, let's see. Beach Billy supposedly being
I
A+.
have lost many games that I was projected to win.
And I won many I was projected to lose.
Beach
That's
Billy,
when
you
you
got
talk
a
that
squad.
smack.
Exactly.
You got a squad, but you got to have Jalen Waddle putting up top 10 numbers.
Well, and that is a question. But then
Najee
we did it
Harris.
last year. Why should it change? He's already got that connection.
In a PPR league, you got it.
I regretted Najee last year. Man.
But any of your players go down, your
Well, hell,
backups.
that's
What are
They-
power
they-
rankings?
Welcome to the
What's
game
up?
of fantasy football.
What's the difference in power rankings and everything else?
I don't know. Somebody's making you happy because the reality is that all these guys are pros. Every one of these guys want to score. Every one of these guys want to fucking get the ball and run as hard as they can to the goal line. So you know that's just what it is.
And it's also the division, D1 and D2.
I got the script.
When you look at division, you got Beach Billy, Steve-O, King of the Ring, me, Andrew, and Mike. That's a that's a strong division. Then you got Joe, Anthony, Bradley, Gangrene, and Blanks. You know, I feel like that might be an easier
here's your
division.
draft grades, homie. Let's go read
divisions?
Let's see what they're saying about Steve-O's team.
When it comes to the playoffs, you got to win your division. That also takes part.
Are those the divisions? How we split up right
Yeah. So when the teams that just
Oh, check this out. Here we go.
So if you win your division, you
That's
automatically
cool.
make it. Yeah.
Can you read that, man?
Steve-O's ass kickers, kick drafts.
there? So you want to win
Into
the
high gear with A+ grade and 3rd place projection.
Nice.
So
No, read it. In the Smack Talking Road to the Ring League.
Chase.
That's just a cool ass name. I don't care what you
Hey,
think.
Steve could have 2 of the number 1 and 2 best wide receivers in the game this year.
But he made his presence known with an impressive draft performance. Despite being the 5th pick in the draft order, they managed to secure an A+ grade, leaving their competitors in awe. Damn.
with Jamar Chase at the 5th spot.
With a projected record of 8-6 and a 3rd place finish. Hey, bro, I want to replace it. 3rd place finish. Enough said about Steve.
And then it says right there, Samaje Perine taken with a 96 overall when his ADP was 116. So
All right, let's see what it's saying about my man down here. Let's go down to the King of Ring. I can't wait to read this, Mike. Mike, could
So
you
this guy's a
help
genius.
us with this and read his
What we got?
I don't know. Let's see. Boom. This is the
This
King
guy
of the
is
Ring. This is what AI says about your great.
This is what it says right there on that face.
The crazy trade. You gotta love Brad.
I gotta change my name.
There we go. Go ahead, Mikey Mike.
Short in draft, projected to wrestle.
Read that for him, Mike. What's that about Cam?
In a smack talking road to the ring draft, the king of the ring found themselves in the middle of the pack, selecting 9 out of 10 teams. Unfortunately, their draft performance left much to be desired, earning them disappointing grades of D's.
Oh, it says he considered that they have the toughest schedule out of all teams. Oh, so that's news.
It's clear that they'll have to fight tooth and nail for every victory.
So I guess it might be that I'm 8 because I have the toughest schedule. So that has a big factor, I reckon. So
You gotta fight for all.
Hey, but we will give it up. They did come back with he did make a solid pick with Dalvin, with Dak Prescott at number 92.
I waited to take a quarterback because I got depth at every other position. So, yeah. I was probably the last person to take a quarterback in the draft.
You may have been.
Yeah.
What they gotta say about me, Rick?
Woo, this is my man right here, Mike. Matchless team struggles to match expectations in draft. And it's highly competitive. Smack Talking League, Michael's matchless team found themselves in an inevitable position of drafting second with a total of 16 rounds to navigate. They came through with a C+. You never can tell, though. You never can tell. Where's Charles at?
Who did it say was my late?
All right, let's go with Blanks. What's Blanks? Hey, Cam, can you read Blanks? What's Uncle Charles got to say? What are they saying about Uncle Charles?
Oh,
Charlie!
Blanks, the draft disaster that's bound for last place.
Oh!
Blanks found themselves in the unfortunate position of drafted 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's
So why is it so bad being a 9th and 8th? I mean,
I don't think it is. I think they put more on that. And again, this is just all smack talkers.
safe to say
This
they're
is what they
they're-
write up.
Their draft didn't exactly set the fantasy world on fire.
I
Their
don't
projected
think
record of
nothing's
2
wrong
and
with
12. 2 and 12 is pretty bad. But I think he has a great. And then it says to make matters worse, Blanks has the toughest schedule.
Yeah,
so that
but
tells
look
you
at
right
the
there.
squad. The only pick I don't like on the squad right there when I look at Robinson, Chubb, Hurts, Pierce, I'm not a Pierce fan just because their whole team is weak. But Lockett can shine, dude. So
Pierce did enough for you, but
this is all bull smack talking.
it tells you right here with Yahoo's ranking that if you have a tough schedule,
Charles could
that
have-
puts you down low. So
Charles could
yeah.
have one. Charles could have the best quarterback this year.
Yeah, and then Bijan Robinson. Why is it if to say he's not going to be a top 15?
Rick,
It's the season's
did
going
you
to
not
tell.
have him last year?
I had Hurts last year, and Hurts is a great quarterback. I would have took him this year, but I didn't want. I wanted to try something different.
Didn't
But
it-
we gonna
didn't it
remain.
hurt so good?
It did hurt so good, but we got the crazy train chugs along with mediocre draft, Brad. I'm sorry, that's just how they busted you up. It's right there. In the Smacktalker road to the ring, the crazy train rolled into the draft at high hopes. But unfortunately, their performance left something to be desired. They've got you projected with 7-7, and I think that's a little bit too high. I
Change
think
your
it's
name
going
to
to be
Justin.
more like 6 or 8, 6 and 8. But you did, hey, Justin Herbert. They did note that you did pick him up, so good pick there. We'll see. And all you guys, you're welcome to come over here and be a part of Smack Talkers on any given Tuesday.
Any day.
Yeah. So that's just how we roll. How about, did we pick on Ant-Man yet? We didn't pick on Ant-Man yet, did we? We got Ant-Man. We still got the last year's champion. We ain't even dissected yet. Marvin, you're coming up
I
on.
want to see this guy right here.
Ant-Man shrinks in draft.
This pick right here is really
The
good.
Ant-Man team found themselves in the 7th spot.
I
in
mean,
the draft.
it's gonna come out or not. But
Ant-Man also won our league.
yeah,
the other league we had
look,
last
took
year,
him
so
right
he
here. I didn't
progressed
even watch
up
that.
to
He was
this
a
league.
running back, so I was like,
They have you projected for
They're
none.
gonna turn it around. They're not gonna be as bad as they were last year.
Who?
Talking about Cam Akers for the Rams. That's gonna make or break
You
him on
keep
draft.
building your if that's what you need for your self-confidence, keep working
As an
on it.
RB2.
Well, I don't care, but what's that you get on your nose? Sweat?
Oh,
Ooh, it's hot in here.
Oh, that was a piece of lime from
You
my
got
drink.
the lime and the cooking, let you go. All right, come on, man, let's finish this out. Let's bust on the last
I want to
page.
talk about this. What is his grade?
Who is that?
Drew.
Drew,
He's
okay.
the only guy that does not have somebody in the same bye week so far.
So Drew, you did well in that area. Andrew's amazing team drafts its way to mediocrity.
Heard that before?
He came in and set his mark with a draft grade of C+ and a projected finish of 6th.
Oh, so he got Taylor in the 57th.
But he did get
pick.
Taylor, which is getting ready to sign with somebody, so no telling how he's going to be. You're just going to have to wait, and that could be a great pick.
I got a
and that
better-
shift this all around.
I got a better question.
Who? What?
Is he?
Who?
Is he signing with somebody?
Yeah, he's getting ready to sign. Well, you know what? No, I
He's
take that
staying-
back.
he's staying
No,
with the
the
Colts.
hey, you can't sign with nobody as of today at 4 o'clock, so it's done.
Yeah, he's on the pup
He's
now.
done. He's on the
now.
pup list. So whether they play him or not, or he wants to play,
Drew, either great pick or risky pick.
all right.
But you got to take at least one of them. I think everybody here has got a risky pick.
Not me. I'm winning this shit.
Oh, Lord, the stats got to his head, everybody.
Yep.
Gang Green, last year's champion right here, Mr. Marvin Green.
They project players getting 200 points that are clearly getting